All right. So as always, read the reading, do the checkpoint question. The checkpoint questions come right out of the reading. So there's only 4 of them. You may know some of them off the top of your head, but I am looking for the answers right out of the reading. It's the actual lab that's been giving people grief. So if you could turn to this page, page 3, technically, you're also going to need a reference table. So it starts by saying, by referring to pages 8 and 9 of your reference table, so the beloved geological timeline. We need to identify the approximate age of these 4 index fossils. The dilemma is only these 2 index fossils are actually on the reference table. So this lab is a little bit older than the reference table, and they've changed up the pictures that are on there. So what we're going to do, so this is where everybody's been causing dilemma. They give the name and the period of each of these. So this right here, this pecten thing, I don't know, it's some sort of seashell, has been here since the Pleistocene. So you can see I circled Pleistocene. What you're going to do is go on your reference table and find the Pleistocene. It's way up here at the top. So everybody find the Pleistocene and tell me when the Pleistocene was from. Give me the whole range. So in fact, we're going to do a range here. No. That's the Paleocene. We're looking for the Pleistocene. It's the next one up. Yep, 0.01. Yep. And that is MYA. And I actually give you that note up here. That MYA stands for millions of years ago. So you can abbreviate that too if that makes your life a little bit easier. So you're going to do that for all 3 of the, so now you only got 3 more. So it's only going to take you a few minutes there. But then with the second part of the direction, so I'm on to the second part. Using the information from step 1, construct the complete sequence of events by combining the 4 outcrops into 1 outcrop. Keep the young layers on top and the old rock layers at the bottom. Hint, some rock layers may be the same age as other rock layers and placed in the same level when you reconstruct the outcrop on the following page. So you know what I think I'm going to do is, why don't you go ahead and fill in these questions 6, 7, and 8 with the dates. And we can actually get the drawing started together. So go ahead and fill those in right off the reference table using the periods for each. So you're looking for the Mississippian, the Cretaceous, and the Devonian. Just give me the range for each one of those. Now that you guys know how old they are, according to your calculation, which one is the oldest of these fossils? Yeah, this guy right here, the Devonian is the oldest. So this character right here is the absolute oldest. So now what we got to do is take that down here, take that information and put these together. What is going on here is this would be an outcrop. So a layer of rocks that we dug up, let's say here in Yorkshire. This one's from Arcade, this one's from Delavan, and that one's from Machias. We need to put them together and get the whole history of Pioneer. So the reason I say it like this is whatever happened in Yorkshire happened in Delavan. If there was an ocean covering Yorkshire, there was an ocean covering Delavan. If there was a desert covering Yorkshire, there was one covering Arcade. The weather was similar. But what might be different is over in Yorkshire, there might have been a river that took away one layer and it might have got deposited in another layer over in Machias. It's hard to say if they're exactly the same, but now we can put them together and get a generalized idea of the whole district. So let's start. If this is the oldest fossil, so this guy's the oldest fossil. What do you know? So it, like I said, it's the oldest out of all of these. Nobody else is older. If this is the oldest fossil, what do we know about these rock layers? They're even older. So this is the oldest fossil in the whole thing. This is older than that, and that's even older than the oldest fossil. So this layer right here is the oldest layer. I'm going to label that number 1. Meaning it's the first thing that happened. Then what's the next oldest layer?
Right in line.
Right in line. 2, then 3. That is as far as I'm going to help you and get you started together. But I will point out, so the next thing you would do is you're going to have to draw these on here. So I ask you to basically copy it. So you're going to take this one that we just labeled number 1, which has polka dots and the bubbly rocks, and then the bricks, and then the dashed rocks with that trilobite guy in it. The squiggly part in the middle? Yep. Now you'll see that there's only 9 boxes here where we're drawing them. Cole's counting, but he'll see that there's 13 here. So some of them match up and they're going to be in the same layer. Right off the bat, are there any that you see might be in the same layer? Now, okay, so right here and right here, can we just match up bricks with bricks? Why not?
Because under and over.
We got to look at where things are on top of and below. This one, this set of bricks here, number 2, is one of the oldest layers out of all of these. It's older than that trilobite. This layer 2 is younger. It's on top of this squiggly guy up here, that which is from the Cretaceous. So they don't match up in age. So we can't just look, bricks go with bricks or polka dots go with polka dots. What can we look at to match them up? Yeah, the index fossils. So these 2 layers are the same. And so is this layer. Now there are some other layers that are the same. There are some layers where you could put bricks with bricks or polka dots with polka dots, but they also fit just talking about what's over and under them. So like I said, this is as far as I'm going to take you together. That doesn't mean I'm not going to help you, but I want you to try to do the rest first. If you're completely and utterly stuck and you just can't get it, then I'll help you. But this is as far as we're going to go together.